It is a complete myth that masculine men don't appreciate and love women and fall in love with women who don't work hard. They absolutely do. And in the world of masculine and feminine and the energy differences and the relationship dynamic between men and women, it is so easy to be confused by, well, what do masculine men actually fall for? What do they desire out of women? What are the traits that they look for in the women that they do fall in love with? Masculine men can 100,000% fall in love with a feminine woman who does work hard, who has strong work ethic, who holds her responsibility as a priority to her, and who works a couple different jobs just to provide for herself. Yes, it is the masculine energy and traits within us as feminine women, but that does not mean that men do not appreciate these traits in us too, even if we are feminine women. It only becomes a problem when feminine women lead with their masculine energy and try to outdo and outshow a man in his work ethic and in his ability to show off his accomplishments and provide and protect and be stable in his finances and overachieve and out-earn her. That's whenever it becomes a repellent for real masculine men that have high testosterone levels, are healthy and out pursuing and seeking out a virtuous feminine woman. You know, I know so many real, traditional, good, healthy masculine men, and they absolutely love us women. And I say us because I'm in the category of women who do work hard and take care of their responsibilities and are very attentive to not only their own needs, but to what the people that they know and love and their families' needs, right? They are serving and they are attentive to what other people need and show up to work like their life depends on it, because that is who masculine men are, and that is what masculine men do. They are very, very committed to their responsibilities and what they have to do and work towards and sacrifice in order to earn a certain level of success or achieve something or build and grow their families. You know, we always end up picking and choosing and attracting those that remind us the most of ourselves. So our internal world, our internal beliefs that we have about ourselves will reflect in the person that we decide to choose as a romantic partner. And we look for these traits and qualities in another person, right? This goes for any relationship, but especially when it comes to someone that we are romantically involved with. We look for those traits in our belief systems and our deepest core values reflected in the other person, right? So if a masculine man, I hope I'm making sense to you here. If a masculine man is very committed to his work and he's a hard worker and he always wants to, show up to what he has to show up to and dedicate his life to his financial responsibilities and actually building something for himself, then he would only also appreciate those qualities in a feminine woman, regardless that she is a woman, especially when she is doing that, pursuing those same things when she has to. You know, there's always going to be seasons in life, whether you are single or you are married, where you will have to sacrifice and do things that you don't want to do. And sometimes even that means feminine women working really hard, whether it be working hard at creating her own business, working hard for someone else's business, working hard in taking care of the household and sacrificing some things that she has to sacrifice. All of these traits and qualities and just energetically showing up for herself and for the people that are counting on her, all these traits and qualities never go unnoticed and unrecognized from masculine men. So ladies, never hide your work ethic and how you do commit yourself to your responsibilities. Even when you are dating a man, just simply don't lead with that or try to over power the conversation to be more about you and in your finances and what you have achieved and like what you're working towards, or you know, how you're the top CEO or you're a business gal. Like, just don't lead with those energies when you are courting and dating men, or even if you're in a relationship, right? This goes for the whole duration of your romantic relationship with a man, because yes, those traits are going to be more repelling because you have to allow him the space to be that overachiever, like the top-notch, top earner, you know, the provider, the protector, the one who wants to take care of the majority of the financial responsibilities. So if you don't leave space for him to do that and to show up as that, and you fill in that space, then he's not going to feel as motivated to be that provider for you. Does that make sense? So yes, if he is a hardworking man and he shows up for himself every day, he is going to look and appreciate for a feminine woman who also works hard and shows up for herself and what she has to do, regardless of if it is her masculine energy, but just simply what she has to do in order to show up and be responsible, okay? I actually remember making a video on this a while back on my TikTok channel, and I was explaining a situation where a guy was telling me that he was dating this woman one time, and she had like 3 or 4 kids, and she was a single mom because her husband had left her or whatever, and he thought that it was very attractive that she was working several jobs because she was a single mom and her ex-husband, like, he wasn't providing for his children. And so he thought that that was very, very attractive, that she was willing to step up and do that and be the man in that situation and in that scenario, just because she simply had to and didn't have any other choice. So he thought that that was a very attractive trait, that she could be a hard worker, because he had also explained to me that he experienced a situation with his previous wife that she was very lazy. He was the full sole provider. She didn't ever have to work a day in her life, but she was also like she was sitting too much in her unhealthy shadow feminine energy, and she wasn't working or doing really much of anything. It was almost like she was kind of in this depressive state, unmotivated state, where she just felt like the life had been taken from her and she didn't have any responsibility at all, right? That's not healthy either. So never be ashamed of your work ethic and your, your willingness to work several different jobs at once, to be independent, to be that hustle babe, boss babe mode, that go-getter type of energy. Never be ashamed of that, because that is how you're going to be able to attract a masculine man that also has that same energy, okay? It's just about switching those energetic modes on and off, and switching them from one container to another container, knowing when to intelligently show up as either one energy or the other energy, okay? If you need more help in this department, I've got you, babe or gentleman. Send me an email, which will be listed down in the description box, and tell me a little bit about you and your situation, and I'm more than happy to help you, work with you, guide you through our one-on-one coaching experience. Love you.